It's off by 180 odd points is what we're seeing currently. In fact, let's welcome in our market experts this afternoon, Avinnash Gorakssakar, Head Research at Precision Investment Services, and Kunal Bothra, Technical Analyst at LKP, also will be joining in. But Avinnash, you go first. What's your reading as far as markets are concerned here?
No, I think clearly today Infosys, disappointed on the guidance part. Otherwise, the numbers were slightly better than what the street expected. And I think a 6% sequential growth, Priyank, is definitely good enough. I think the street was expecting an overall 3.8 to 4% growth. My sense is I think the markets are disappointed that probably the second half, no real growth could kick in. And I think the company is probably looking at a very cautious kind of guidance. Probably, if it does better than this, I think the stock should look up. But overall, I think the markets are clearly looking at now stock-specific activity. Tomorrow we have TCS. So, once the market gets over, I think you'll be having TCS numbers. So hopefully, I think markets are expecting that this bellwether should actually deliver much better than what the street expects, and no negative surprises on the cards. Because I think today entirely the market focus has been on Infosys numbers. I think clearly we started on a very strong note, but unfortunately, once the guidance number came out, I think the markets took a kind of a big beating.
Right. Okay, so that's the IT pack for you. We've also been tracking some of these metal names, Avinnash, pretty much all week, all of last week as well. They were on a roll. Vedanta, Hindalco, even today, top of the charts. What's really happening there? Would you take another look at the sector?
I think somewhere, I think globally it seems that metal prices have bottomed out, at least for the time being. And my sense is, although the Q2 numbers may not actually show any major operational improvement, everybody's keeping their fingers crossed, as probably the December quarter or maybe the March quarter could possibly see a good uptick. Clearly, in case of Vedanta or maybe a Hindalco, I think Tata Steel is pretty weak today. But if you look at Vedanta, I think it looks to be a mix of both short covering as well as some buying at lower levels. So probably, I mean, it's not a screaming buy at the current levels, but probably would like to wait for some few weeks or quarters before we see an operational improvement in the prices and some sort of guidance or some sort of commentary coming in from the management.
All right, so that's as far as a couple of the mining and metal majors are concerned, is what we're saying. On to some market